Welcome to Reorganization 2024. Thank you everyone for being here on such a stormy afternoon. I'd like to especially welcome the elected officials, dignitaries, the captain from Earl, who's a great neighbor and a great partner, clergy, all the volunteers, especially, as you know, emergency services are near and dear to my heart, so it's great to see the police, the fire police, first aid squad all assembled here today. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. Thank you to Sue Fitzpatrick for a great year, and to her family. Now, a lot of people don't know, they say, wow, Town Hall looks great on Labor Day, and Memorial Day, and Flag Day, every day, that there's a holiday. But little does everyone know that Recreation, along with Sue and her entire family, put every one of those flags and every one of those decorations up along Cedar and all around Town Hall. So she's out there on her own time. I don't know how you did on 4th of July, but everything looked wonderful, and thank you, Sue, for a great year. You were a great mayor.
Thank you.
My big brother Mike gave a State of the Union, so I don't have to really go over our accomplishments of the past, so I'll go forward. A long time ago, I joined the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks, Lodge number 732 in Long Branch. I've been, about 30 years ago. And in that lodge, there was a gentleman named Mr. Valentino. He was probably in his late 90s, 98, 99 at the time. And his position in the lodge was the inner guard. He would guard the back door during the meetings. And during, when the officers of the lodge would meet, each officer had other responsibilities and committees that they had to report the progress on. He was always impeccably dressed and very quiet, and he would sit in the corner, and when it came time to give his report, he would stand up and lean forward on his cane, and he would say, progress. And he would sit back down. Never said it, the entire time that I was an officer of that lodge, he never said anything but progress. But nobody ever questioned him. He had that gravity and that experience. I think he'd been a member since the late 1920s, and he would sit back down and just watch. Well, I'm not Mr. Valentino, so I'm going to say confidently, I don't have a cane, but I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to state here today, in the spirit of Mr. Valentino, progress. The town has progressed. A lot of people came up to me and said, wow, you're going to be the mayor, that's great. A lot of people don't know that I was already the mayor in 2020. Unfortunately, COVID, a horrible pandemic came around, so we went down to lockdown. As the great, one of the great chiefs of Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office, so we had to lift and shift. We had to move a lot of stuff around, but we have great clergy in town. We did a lot of projects. I saw Chris Durkin here tonight, Reverend Brown, up at St. Mary's, and we did it. We had virtual drive-by parades, and everything had to be changed, but we got through it, and we got through it well. And a lot of the projects that you heard before were done under extremely adverse circumstances, including this building, which was done at the height of COVID. We emerged from COVID in a very strong financial position. And as Mike, if you have any questions, the actuaries are done by Michael. He can give you all the numbers after the meeting. New municipal building, reorganization of code enforcement function, restructuring and accreditation of the police department. I see Chief Santucci, who doesn't like public speaking, but he's right back there if you want to say hello to him. Acquisition of hundreds of acres of open space for parks and farmland preservation. We've carefully managed our state mandated affordable housing obligation. And we're emerging into this year with a very robust surplus. And we still enjoy the highest rating from Moody's, AA1, which is the highest rating a municipality of this size can achieve. So don't believe the forums on what's it, next door, whatever. We are in a very, very strong financial position in this town, and that's because of our professionals, our business administrator, John Antonides, and the rest of the people who work here in this building every day to make that happen. As Mike said, and Sue, we hold out against suburban sprawl. That's why we all live here. Open space, farmland, horses. see the trail riders are here. You know, that's why we're here. But that's not easy to do or maintain. The rest of the state, you know, the jewel of Monmouth County, we're an island, we're surrounded. But we're persevering, but we're not doing this alone. And I'm gonna put a couple people on the spot in a second. Because of our leadership in Monmouth County, and I have Tom Arnone here, and Sean Golden, Johnny Cantalupo, and we have our state assembly people here. They're helping us maintain what we have here in Colts Neck. And I can sit here before you and say, I pledge, and everyone up here pledges, to maintain the rural character of this town, the open space, the hometown feel, because that's why we're here. Now, I'm really going to put a couple people on spot. Is Jack still here? Jack Chitterelli? Oh, he had to go still. But I would like to call Tommy Arnone. Again, without the leadership from Monmouth County, we couldn't do it alone. So I'd like to call Director Freeholder Tom Arnone just for a quick few words.